I have to be honest, I have posted some videos that simply do not hit. They are not bangers and they're riddled with mistakes, the type of stuff that beginners would do, and it shows. Lighting that made me look vampiric. I was doing a diet during shooting these videos and my mom saw one and reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you okay? Like, your skin looks really pale. People might think you're dying." Even in this video, you can see that I have this glow I'm trying to create in the background down there, and it's not quite working right. It's kind of visible, kind of not. Videos with topics and thumbnails that just didn't resonate with the audience. But that's okay. And I'm gonna keep doing it, keep posting videos as my craft improves, because the number one thing holding people back from building a skill set or chasing their dream or doing something new is this fear of the beginner mindset. Imagine how silly it would be to go up to your nephew who's 2 years old, you see them starting to walk, they tumble and they fall over, and you say, "Ha, loser, imagine not being able to walk. You're never gonna make it, kiddo. You can't walk now, you may as well give up." Or imagine going to someone trying to learn how to play a new instrument and saying, "Oh, you can't read sheet music? Give me a break, you're never gonna learn." So many of us allow this evil mindset to creep into our own lives as we turn into adults. And if we didn't pick up a skill early on, we just think it's too late. We can never do it. We can never make it. But that mindset is completely toxic and completely backwards, because for all the most important skills and endeavors of your life, you never start with experience. And all the people who are excellent and really just role models that you look up to, people like LeBron James, they put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours starting from zero to get where they are. So the only way to improve your craft, whether it's YouTube videos for me or whatever skill you're working on, is to get in the weeds and just actually do it. Do the work, don't run from it, embrace being a beginner, because there's that old parable of the pottery class where half the class was told to make one pot but make it perfect, and the other half was told to make as many pots as possible. And it turned out the students told to make as many pots as possible ended up making the better ones because they just kept practicing. They weren't perfectionists. They were okay with flaws in whatever they were doing, because that's part of growing. That's part of being human. It's part of achieving your goals, is taking that first step on a journey of learning and being okay being bad. And I think YouTube is an especially fun medium because you get to see everything improve across the board. You're making better titles, better thumbnails, your editing improves, and you're also getting more efficient because as you build the skill set, it starts to snowball. And what took you a while before is now a lot simpler, a lot easier as you have a clearer vision for what works and what doesn't. And hopefully, at least my goal is that as my videos start to improve and get traction, all this catalog of ever-increasing content, that when it does pick up and when it does resonate with the audience, they'll have a lot of interesting content to watch. So that's a benefit of building a YouTube skill as opposed to a lot of the other skills out there. So if you're thinking to yourself today, "Man, I don't know if I can do it," you can. And the only thing holding you back is that negative voice and fear of something that's not even there. Because everyone has to start out as a beginner. I know you can do it, and just get out there and go. If you're interested in more fun beginner stories and why sometimes you get the best lessons from failure, check out my video about how I got roasted by a room full of police officers, but it gave me some of the most valuable lessons about selling I've ever had.